Drain Magic big deal. Close to 14,000 have been picked up since we made it available as the big deal. And this is a set of 2 anti-clog sink stoppers. Beautiful thing about this is that it has a silicone gasket so it can catch anything that falls down the drain. Also, you can replace your drain instantly, fast and easy, without any tools. But if you want to prevent clogs, hair, if you've ever dropped anything down the drain, you know how sketchy that can be. But it gives you an instant watertight seal. And I think one of the reasons why it's been so popular is the deal. The price is amazing. But also, if you have somebody who has a hard time reaching to the back of the sink to get that stopper to work, or if the stopper doesn't even work anymore, that's a great tool to have in place before any kind of issue arises. And so we do have a set of 2 for $26.98. They are $13.49 a piece. And please know, after 88,000 being sold here at QVC, this is the lowest price that we've offered. And let's make a commitment to each other and put those pieces in place to avoid disaster before it happens.
Speaking of disaster, that's me. Hi, I'm the disaster.
And that's why we're friends. Hi, friend. It's good to see you. I just love it. Live TV is fun. Hey, you don't need a pro plumber to install these.
No.
And this is such a fix. Can you explain to everybody what these are?
So I love this so much. This is just such a game changer when it comes to the bathroom sinks, the powder room sinks, the laundry room sinks. If you have a sink at home that you're doing this all day long and nothing's working, or you have to try to pry in underneath to pull this guy out because it's nasty, and it's gross and it's broken, and suddenly you have to try to climb in underneath your sink to rehook the little doohickey guy, because I'm not a plumber.
Yeah, I don't know the pro term. Me neither.
But you know it doesn't work. So this is where Drain Magic comes in and changes the game. You're going to get these home. We're going to give you a set of 3 silicone gaskets that go right around the little lip of the Drain Magic. So all you're going to do is just kind of look into your sink and see what's my ideal fit. So this little guy here, this one's too small. It's going to go down the drain. That's not going to give you a watertight seal. We give you these different sizes because we know there's different drain sizes out there, and that one's a little too big. So we know the one in the middle fits just right, and I'm just going to slip it over, put it around that little lip that's already there. You'll see a little bit of a gap sort of there on the Drain Magic, and then all I need to do is drop it into my sink, and I instantly created a watertight seal.
Oh, smart.
And up-leveling this just a little bit more, this has an anti-clog basket, anti-clog device in it. So this little basket is going to catch things like hair. It's going to catch food or gunk and debris, but it's also going to stop your jewelry from going down the drain, which is my favorite thing as well. Because if you have girls.
Same. Yes, ma'am. You have little ones that just like to grab things and chuck them.
Yeah, or like my daughter likes to leave her jewelry all around the vanity too.
Oh,
so
that's fun.
You know, it'll just go right on down there, but this will stop it.
And you know what? Why does it have to be a lesson we learn once? How about we just never do it?
How about we don't? We can just prevent it.
This is a great way to prevent it. So we have the set of 2, and we have that beautiful chrome that we just saw you using and that we've seen before.
Yes.
These 3 color choices you may have never seen before. You can get the set of 2 in white. They all do exactly the same thing. Here's the set of 2 in that polished brass.
It's so pretty, especially for like the gold hardware and things you may have.
That's our most limited choice. Really good point. And then here at the end, we've got the satin chrome.
Yeah, a little more brushed finish
like
as
that,
well.
just to show you the difference between the 2. There's your chrome, and then there's the satin chrome. So it almost has like a nickel look to it.
Yeah,
you can get the set of 2. If purchased separately, they'd be $39.98. They'd be $19.98 a piece. But today, they're $26.98. So the first one's $19.98 and the second one's $7. That's a great deal.
Way to look at
2,000 have already been picked up in the show, and we have 700 people waiting on the phone lines to pick theirs up. So if you want to go to QVC.com, you want to shop the QVC app, please do so, because this is called a big deal. That means before it's gone. And at the lowest price that we've offered, this is the time to pick it up. Now, I know the first question a lot of people have is, what type of sink will these fit in?
Okay, so these are really meant for the bathroom, the powder room, the laundry room type sink. So the sinks that have a drain that's about 1.06 in diameter to 1.96 in diameter. And if you're going, I don't quite know what that is, it's okay. You get it home and you're going to be able to size it from these little gaskets that we're going to give you. So all you need to know is how many bathroom sinks are in my home right now. Go around and count them, and that's what you're going to want to do. And then I have 3 different sinks that are sitting here in all different sizes, and they have different finishes, so you can kind of envision it in your home.
Let's take a look.
But let's take a look at this guy. This is a 1.5-inch diameter sink, okay? It has the beautiful brass, but this, you can see it's a wider opening, but then it also has this little like indent lip. I just want to show you, we placed the larger silicone gasket on here, and that fits in there perfectly to create that instant watertight seal, and even with that lip, it still fits.
And it matches the faucet.
And it matches, which is so pretty and fun, right?
Really
so then
pretty.
this guy here in the center, this is 1 1/4, which I have found out recently is the standard in most new construction. Most bathroom sinks are 1 1/4 inches.
Thank you.
So good to know, right? But again, we have this guy that's broken and doesn't work very well, and it also doesn't match. So now I'm going to give this a complete update by making it match to the hardware that we have installed. And again, instant watertight seal, 1 1/4 inches. Isn't it great?
I know that shouldn't matter, but that just makes my heart so
does.
happy. And I love the install on this. Like seriously,
Like
if you
seconds?
sneeze, you missed it.
Right. So then for this guy, this is 1 1/8 inch. And this guy happens to be from an RV. So he's a really small little guy, but there may be smaller powder rooms and things where you have less space, where you want to use a smaller. So here's another one where at 1 1/8 inch, and we do have the darker hardware, but I chose to use the white Mer-Maid Drain Magic on here with the smallest gasket that we have. And I'm going to set that in there. And why white is so great, because most of our sinks are white.
Amazing.
And then it's just that great monochromatic look, super easy, super sleek. And I didn't have to call a plumber. I didn't need to get tools out. I didn't need to freak out my husband when I decide to start doing the DIY projects around the house, right? We don't need to do that.
I'm not good at them, but I keep trying anyway.
I'm not pulling everything out from underneath the sink to try to rehook whatever that doohickey is on the plastic thing that broke.
Yeah.
And I love, did you see that refresh?
I did.
Just like how much it elevates the look and refreshes things without having to do a whole remodel.
You move into a new place. I don't know what happened in that sink before I got there. This is kind of a fresh start at the bottom, so if you drop something, you're not like, what's going on? The fact that there's no tools required is magical. If it's a nasty sink or an old sink and you just want to give it that refresh, like Megan was saying, this is a great place to stop, and you're getting 2. So remember what she said, just count the number of bathroom sinks that you have in your home and pick up 1 for each. So you're getting a set of 2. You can get the chrome that's up top. You can also get them in the white, right here. You can also get them in the polished brass, and you can get them in the satin chrome. Now, all 3 of these choices along our table, those are exclusive to QVC. And instead of spending $39.98 for the 2, this one's $19.99. This one's $19.99. At QVC, you get this one for $19.99, and you get this one for $7.
Yeah,
that's a great deal.
Yes.
And so I look at 5 easy payments of $540 and think, let's get the tools in place before we have a problem, because this catches all that stuff that we have to fish out anyway.
Exactly. So this is going to help. It's an anti-clog device, but it's catching things like if you have jewelry. If you have a ring that you like to set on there and there's nothing covering your sink right now, it's going down there and you may never see it again. Every single one of these is a brass design, so it's rust resistant as well. Each one has an industrial strength spring that's going to give you that excellent release when it's time for the water to drain down. But when you place it in your sink, instant watertight seal, you don't have to worry about it. That water is going to stay put. It's not going anywhere until you're ready for it to actually drain down by pressing that button. And again, it's just such a simple, elevated upgrade to what we already have.
Can I show everybody too what you showed me, which I think is fantastic? There's a little lip under here, and I'm going to show it to you. Yours, when you install it, put the gasket on and then install. But take a look. Do you see that little lip right there? That's where the silicone gasket goes. So you don't have to hunt for the right place to put it. Now look at Megan's, because now when the gasket goes on, it's not like, well, where exactly do I stop to put it? Where do I? it guides you
It
to
guides
and lands
you,
it.
and you'll see that little gap. So if you get it home and it's not quite sitting in your sink properly,
Yeah.
check your gasket. That's like the first thing that I will say for troubleshooting. Or if you feel like it's draining slower than you want it to be draining, double check the gasket. We gave you 3. It's not hard. It's like taking off a rubber band to be able to place a new one back on, and you should get a better fit for your sink and to create that true watertight seal for you and really make a world of difference in your bathroom.
And for a
powder
lot of
room.
people, it's easier to do this than it is to reach to the back of the sink and do this. I mean, this really is a more reachable way to get these solutions in place too. Here's your set of 2 in the chrome right here. Here's your set of 2 in the white. Your set of 2 in the polished brass, and then at the very end, your set of 2 in the satin chrome. So definitely, you have all 4 choices right now, but the 5 easy payments of $5.40 are available now. Already in this show, we've had 4,000 picked up and in the kitchen with David today. So please continue to place your order before it's gone. That's why it's called a big deal. Or maybe it's because it's Megan Elizabeth. I don't know.
I mean, my husband likes to think I'm a big deal.
I think you are too. Thank you for bringing
really
these.
a great deal.
I know it is. Thank you for bringing it to the show. Hey, everybody.